What's going on, folks? So welcome into our first episode of Third and Long here in our new studio. As always, I'm Connor Roundtree, and thanks for bearing with us. It's taken us a while to get up and running here, but we're going to have an awesome show for you guys today. First of all, we're going to give away $650 for the CFL Bracket Challenge, $500 going to our champion, $100 going to second place, and $50 going to third place. So that's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. Also, as I said, new studio, so that everything behind me is going to be very fluid through the next couple of weeks, and we're going to be a little hit and miss with our episodes as we get settled in to this new space. But we're really excited to be here. We're excited to be back on the air. I can already hear an echo in here as I'm trying to do this, so we're definitely going to need to soundproof these walls a little bit to give you guys that sound quality that you deserve. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Anyway, we got to jump into our CFL Bracket Challenge first here. Let's wrap all that up and give away $650 first up to third place. Coming in third place, it was actually me, but it gets bumped down to Joshua Pelvey, winning $50. Congratulations, Joshua Pelvey. Helps with a little bit of Christmas shopping. You know, get the mother-in-law maybe $50 to the LCBO. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong. Solid gift. Gift cards are the best. You give what you get. Coming in second place then, moving down the line, is Danny Lamoureux. Yeah, knocking in, I guess he must have been a bit of a Montreal Alouette fan because they got the job done. But yeah, a couple points there for Danny Lamoureux. And our CFL Bracket Challenge Champion, coming in first place, winning $500 courtesy of us here at Sports Tree, is Jack James O'Neill. Jack O'Neill, that's our champ. I believe he just came in second place in the MLB Bracket Challenge, so I think that's $600 coming his way in the holiday season. Black Friday's coming up later this week, so get your holiday shopping done now, Jack. Make sure that you guys check your emails and stay tuned to these shows so you know that you've won your money and you will retrieve it. Now let's get into a little Thursday Thanksgiving football. Everything gets started in Detroit as always, and this is a pretty large spread. The Lions at -7.5 over the Packers, but I like it. This Lions team is 8-2. They have the second best record in the NFL. Now this Lions team takes on a Packers team that's gone just 2-5 in their last 7 games and is 0-4 in their last 4 games away from Lambeau Field. That's just not a recipe for success, especially when you're playing a Lions team that just had a monumental comeback, a season-defining victory. Yeah, it was against the Chicago Bears, but 12 points down, 3 minutes left. Jared Goff and company, no problem. Give me the Lions. Give me them to cover this spread. And I like David Montgomery to go off in this matchup, and here's why. This Packers team is surrendering over 134 rushing yards per game, the 5th most in the NFL. The Lions, on the other hand, they have the 5th most rushing yards per game. So simple math tells me David Montgomery is going to get fed the rock. I like his rushing line at 61.5 yards. I like him to go up over that as our best prop bet for this game. And I like the Detroit Lions to win this one. The last time that they were 8-2 all the way back in 1962, and they improved to 9-2 that year with a victory over the Packers on Thanksgiving. History's in their favor. This team is in great form. They're red hot right now. They believe in themselves, and Jordan Love plays for the Green Bay Packers. The Washington Commanders visiting the Dallas Cowboys. I actually almost did it. Right there, I said Commanders, but I wasn't thinking Commanders. So sometimes I like my dumb brain. The reason I think this game is going to be a blowout is because the Cowboys are really, really good. They're blowing everybody out at home. Not only are they 4-0 at home this year, but they've won all 4 of those games by at least 20 points. They've also won 12 straight home games dating back to last season, and Dak Prescott hasn't lost a divisional game since 2017. That's 6 years, guys. He's won 14 straight divisional games. That's absurd. He's also never lost to Washington at home, and he's a perfect 5-0. 12 points is a lot to ask, but I like the Cowboys to win this game. I like them to dominate this game. Will I play the 12 points? I'm not sure yet. I think I will. I think I'll lay the 12 points, and then I'll play the Cowboys on the money line in a parlay. Or maybe just play it down to win by a field goal or a touchdown, because I do think this Cowboys team is going to dominate. This is a divisional game, though, so weird things do tend to happen. It could be lower scoring. However, I do like this Cowboys team to go out, get the job done against an inferior squad, against a Washington team that you just never know what you're going to get. They've lost to the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. Without a quarterback, mind you. The Giants had Tommy DeVito in last week, and it made him look like an all-star. Dak Prescott's going to go off. If we're looking for a prop bet, Brian Robinson Jr. over 41.5 rushing yards. If Sam Howell is going to stay alive for the duration of 60 minutes, they need to mitigate that pass rush, and they have to be able to hand the ball off to Robinson. Whether they're down 40 points or not, there'll be at least one or two draw plays to force Dallas's defense not to pin their ears back and just hunt Sam Howell all day long. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. Give me the over on Brian Robinson Jr.'s rushing line of 41.5 yards. And you can parlay those up together if you'd like. But Cowboys should cover this spread, and they should absolutely blow out the Washington Commanders. Our third and final game of Thanksgiving Day is the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks, and you're going to have to give me the 49ers to cover the 7 points in this one. I think you got to get on that number right now, especially because Geno Smith is banged up. If he's announced that he's not going to play, that's going to jump over that touchdown range where it's just more dicey, especially in a divisional matchup. But give me the 49ers, and here's why. Since their bye week in Week 9, they've outscored opponents their last 2 weeks 61-17. They're healthy again. Things are going right in San Francisco, and they look good on the field. Furthermore, this 49ers team has beat the Seahawks in 3 consecutive outings, averaging 180 rushing yards across those 3 games. In each of those 3 contests, averaging 180 rushing yards. Christian McCaffrey is going to eat, and then if they try to sell out to stop the run, Brock Purdy just put up a perfect passer rating last week. A perfect passer rating, 153.8. That just doesn't happen. Over 300 yards, over 7 yards per completion. He is on fire right now. Give me the 49ers to cover the spread and get on it right now before it moves above a touchdown, because then the value is just gone. Absolutely gone. That's the best bet. I don't even want to touch prop bets in this one because I really do like the Niners to go out and make a statement. As I've said, they've won their last 2 games by a combined score of 61-17. 3 consecutive wins against the Seahawks where they're averaging 180 rush yards on the ground, and Brock Purdy's playing the best football of his career. Give me the San Francisco 49ers by a touchdown. Well, it's not technically on Thanksgiving Thursday. We do have an extra game to break down on Black Friday. That's right, folks. We have the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets going down in New York. That should be a ton of fun for the Miami Dolphins. The New York Jets are so bad, I said it earlier in this show, they benched Zach Wilson. How bad do you have to be to realize that you have to bench Zach Wilson? How bad do you have to be to keep Zach Wilson in this long? That's actually the real question here. Miami's going to win this game. Are they going to cover the 10 points? Not very sure, but I think if you parlay all 4 games on the money line, you should come pretty close to even money, if not break even money on those Thanksgiving games. That might be something that I'm going to look into. I'm definitely going to be taking the 49ers and a couple parlays to cover their spread, and then I'll be pounding Dallas as well. They're going to win that game. But as for that Friday game, I feel for this Jets defense. They have been balling out this season and getting no support on offense. Look, they're going away from Zach Wilson, but I don't think that's going to be the answer. They need to wait for Aaron Rodgers to get back and get healthy. That is their only hope. He did say earlier this week that he thinks he's going to be back practicing on December 2nd. Back with the team full-time on December 2nd. So maybe he makes a return after the holidays. I'm not too sure. I'm no witch doctor. But this Jets team needs a lot of help. So make sure you take the Dolphins on Friday. All right, folks, as for your trivia question on this week's edition of Third and Long, there's always one team that plays on Thanksgiving, the Detroit Lions. They play every year, and we dropped a pretty cool stat earlier in this show. They are 8-2. When was the last time the Detroit Lions went 8-2 before this 2023 season? Head over to sportstheory.ca, answer that question. You're in to win a pair of NFL or CFL tickets to see any team that you'd like to see play live next season. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree. Thanks for sticking with us. Enjoy the football. Happy Thanksgiving to our friends down south, and we'll see you next time.